The film begins with a young boy, Sivana. The Sivana meets Shazam and is told that he needs a person to control the 7 deadly sins, but is not found worthy, causing him to return angered and suffer a car accident. Knees. Billy Batson is an orphan who constantly searches for his lost mother. He has run away from many foster homes, and his life is full of struggles. Billy arrives at a new foster home where he meets his new siblings, including one who takes a special interest in him. Sivana returns back and takes control of the 7 deadly wasps and regains his strength by returning to the magical temple of Shazam. One day, while traveling in the yellow train, he suddenly reaches the magical world where he meets Shazam. Shazam gives him his powers and chooses him as his successor. Shazam turns into a superhero. In the beginning, he tries to understand his powers and seeks help from Freddy. Together, Billy and Freddy test her superhero powers. They find out that Billy has got electricity, strength, and the power to fly. Billy takes advantage of being a superhero to perform funny feats. He stops the bag erasers, but some things go away too. Sivana learns of Shazam's presence and comes to town to challenge him, who is armed with the powers of the 7 deadly sins, attacking Shazam and his friends. This attack occurs even when one has not yet fully understood his powers. Sivana, who had not been able to acquire the powers of the Shazam before, is now burning with vengeance and wants to take away all the powers of the Shazam. He attacks swiftly, causing havoc in the city. Sivana's attack is deadly and destructive as he makes full use of his powers. Billy and his friends try to escape, but are caught by Billy's posters on TV. The children of the family know his truth and encourage him to use his powers properly. They decide to help him. Billy finally finds her real mother, but finds out that her mother left her intentionally or shocks her mentally, but he accepts it. By now, Sivana has reached the peak of the 7 deadly sins and plans a final devastating attack. The townspeople are in danger, and it's time for a decisive battle for the power. In this scene, Sivana's attack is very powerful and aggressive, causing havoc everywhere in the city. After Sivana's final attack, Shazam and Sivana come face to face. There is a fierce fight between the two. Sivana uses the powers of the fiercely deadly sins and tries to defeat Shazam. Both of them put their full strength in this fight. Sivana repeatedly attacks Shazam and tries to seriously injure him. Shazam also uses its powers and responds every time. Billy understands that he has to share his powers. He makes his siblings superheroes by calling them Shazam. Now the whole family becomes superheroes. This scene features the final and epic battle of Shazam and his new superhero family against the 7 deadly sins. It's a very important and emotional battle that marks the climax of the film. Shazam and his siblings, who have now turned into superheroes. With full force, they are ready to fight against Sivana and his evils, the 7 deadly sins. The battle takes place in the sky above the city and near a giant Ferris wheel, where Sivana and the deadly sins he left behind are trying to wreak havoc. Each member of the ruling family is introduced to special powers such as speed, strength, the ability to fly and control electricity. There is a turning point in the battle when one realizes the real weakness of the regime. Billy, finding a way to expel the 7 deadly sins from Shivan's body. Shazam asks Sivana to expel the sins from within him. On seeing this, Sivana becomes weak because there is no strength left in her. By expelling the sins, Shazam and his family fight every single sin and succeed in defeating them. The scene during the Chaos Battle is extremely exciting as every superhero kid faces the enemies in their own way. Shazam takes a final shot at Sivana using electricity, which Sivana loses completely. Finally, Billy and his siblings protect the city and the people and win by defeating Sivana, and the people breathe a sigh of relief. The Billy and his family now get into a new role. They are superheroes and take charge of protecting the city. The Billy and his siblings return to their normal lives. They go to school and spend time with their friends, but even now know that they are not just ordinary children. Freddy is having dinner with his foster family. This scene is funny because now all the children have become superheroes and they enjoy their new life. A mysterious new villain also appears in the post-credits scene. It points to the dangers of the future and signals to the audience that the story of governance is far from over. If you have any special film in your mind which you want to see, then definitely tell us in the comments. And friends, if you liked our Shazam story, then please like, share, and subscribe to our channel so that you can watch more great movie recaps in the future.